Here we are crying again. 13 weeks in a row. Crying our asses off. You know what? I want to salute every 49er fan that's still a 49er fan. And, well, not only that, but you're still watching the games. You know, a lot of us have went on to the NBA and just decided to quit watching football. But some of us are still, we are the ones, and as Jesus said, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. That's us right now. We are going through all this pain and suffering so we can inherit a good team maybe next year. We hope. I mean, we want to Tito first? Yeah, Tito. Tito just stepped in. Tito, what's happening, man?
Nothing. I'm just watching that damn game. He's driving me nuts.
Oh.
But all I could say is this. I still don't think we're going to get a quarterback with that top second pick. I don't think we're going to get a quarterback. I think we're going to get one of the best defensive end out there because the word is spreading in the NFL and all that the Browns are really serious. Also want to take one of the top defensive players there. So when it comes to quarterback, I don't see us taking it out with the second pick. Maybe in the second round, yeah.
Tito, you know what? Because if they don't take a quarterback in the first round, I don't think they're going to take one in the second either. So that'll be a good thing because we need all defense from what we've seen and get and pay some money for some offensive players. There's the route you go. You know,
we got a.
I mean,
wait. Let Tito finish. Let you right in. Hold on.
All I know is if he goes the way he should, like if the Browns take one of the defensive end and we take the second guy, all I know is if that happens, I'm happy with it because, like I would say, defense was championship. But we got $100 million in salary cap space.
Way too much.
We got a couple of more players. Yeah, we got a couple of more players that's going to be a free agent. And we got to end up cutting a couple, 2 or 3.
Mm-hmm.
I say let's load up maybe a defensive tackle. There got to be a big-time stud coming out or a free agent. Receivers and maybe a cornerback or something like that. But I don't want an over-the-hill cornerback. The hell with that. I said let's go after one of the, if it's young enough, fast enough, let him be in there and play. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this little Brock, and I'm tired of all these guys. I mean, I want to see us young bloods put in, know what they're doing, and all that. But I also want to see maybe a new defensive coordinator in there because this guy O'Neal, he has to go, man. He has to go. We got so many players. We got so many players hurt. I never, ever, 48 years of my life, I never seen this team with so many injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen that this team was like that. Never.
Every week now. Every week.
They were thinking when they hired this guy. This guy was a bad DC and with the Browns.
Tito, you finished? I want to go ahead and let him in then.
Yeah, all I could say is O'Neal was the 4th or 5th guy that accepted the freaking job because the other guys, especially the defensive player from I think Houston, Texas.
Oh, you mean defensive? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That I really wanted.
His name starts with a V or something. Yeah. Yeah, no, he knew what he was getting himself into. He didn't want nothing to do with the 49ers. I do believe. So when they called him, he says, "Nah." Yeah. How about the guy who just got fired today? Out of Jacksonville. Do we want him for defensive coordinator? Because he can. Don't make it with the head coach, but let him handle it. Todd Bowles may be looking for a job next week.
I mean, some coaches they're not meant to be head coaches. They're meant to be DCs.
And that's right. And there's 2 going to be available. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me keep it organized. Let me go to 818. Let me go to area code 818. Is that who's talking now?
Yeah, that's it, brother.
Yeah. What is your name?
Alvaro.
What is the name? Say it again.
Alvaro. You can call me AJ.
AJ.
Alvaro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you AJ. AJ's easier.
What's up?
AJ, what's up, AJ? What were you talking about?
What's going on, guys? What's going on? Over here, staying faithful.
Yeah. See, it's hard, ain't it? It's crying shame.
I just think we just gotta go after wait for one of these guys, either Top Bowles or Gus Bradley. These guys know defense. We need to start giving Chip Kelly. If we are gonna keep Chip Kelly, we need to give him a top DC, a top offensive coordinator. We just can't give him just anybody. The offense looks terrible.
Yeah.
The defense looks. They can't tackle. They hurt all the time.
They need to be issued fines. Every time I see them miss tackles, I feel like I want to write a fine up. AJ, let me ask you a question. Would you hire Rex Ryan in that mix too? Because Rex Ryan is, they told Rex before the season started, you don't make the playoffs this year, you can start looking for a job. Obviously, they're not going to make
Rex Ryan is going to go for a TV. He's going to go to TV.
You think so?
I don't think he's going to go.
Nah.
Yeah, he's not going back. He's not going back to coach.
You think he's had enough?
To become a defensive coordinator.
You think he's had enough, huh? Because yeah, you might be right.
Nah.
Because they are going to offer him a job on TV.
There's Jeff Fisher. I mean, he knows his defense.
You know what Jeff said yesterday? He said he can't wait to play against the Rams. So you know what? Maybe Jeff should listen to the 49ers if they want to make him DC. Because you're right. He does want to play DC.
There's one thing he could do is coach defense.
Yeah, he can play.
He did have a very good defense. Why not?
The Rams was one of the best defenses in the league up until last week. So I don't have a problem with that. Just don't even consider any head coaching job. Yeah.
How about Trent Baalke? What do you think about him? What should we do?
Whoop his ass.
He needs to go.
Trent, he better be going.
Now.
I don't know why they waited this long. Trent should have been fired at the break. He's still flying around from one. Yeah. They could have had somebody else doing what he's doing right now, because what Trent's doing is he's still flying around from school to school, making picks. That's a bad thing. So who's going to do the picking
Jed's
there?
son helping Jed making his cabana. I think he'll leave.
Oh, that cabana. Don't get me started on the cabana, because Jed, every time I see that cabana in the news, I want to slap somebody, man. That is the last thing that the 49ers have to be concerned about is Jed's goddamn cabana. That's going to be a serious problem.
Joe slap.
I'm sorry, say it again.
How many draft picks has he wasted on injured players that haven't panned out?
Every last one of them.
Too many.
Every last one. You know what? He has one chance. If Redmond turns out to be okay, that'll be his only claim on that. Otherwise, every last one of them failed.
We still haven't seen Smelter. I think it's Smelter.
No, Smelter's still got problems. And Tank is.
And then the running back from South Carolina, he never played.
Yep. And Tank is about to be cut, from what I understand. He's been inactivated. Tank's finished. Tank's finished. So every last one of his ACL boys is on their way out. And he did it.
He fired everyone.
And he did it every time.
I'm hoping they do fire Trent Baalke. But if the story goes and if everything goes the way it should, I will not be surprised if somehow, some way, I see Shanahan become our GM. And if he becomes our GM, man, his son is going to end up being the head coach. Because there's so many whispers about that. It is crazy.
You know what, though?
I don't think that would be a bad idea, though.
It would be a good idea, but you guys know that's too much money, don't you? That would mean Jed is playing 3 contracts. I don't believe he'll pay 3 contracts.
I understand, but
we could bring Mike Shanahan to replace Baalke, bring in Kyle as an OC, and give Ship another year.
Oh, get rid of Modkins?
Fire him.
And
then put Kyle
we need to fire.
I don't think his son's gonna come over here to be offensive coordinator. That won't happen.
No, you're right.
And Rambo's right. We got too many people. They got too many people. They gotta pay. But the only way they will let go of Chip Kelly, the only way if the mother comes in and start doing if the story goes, she comes in. Jed York stop with the power play. She's gonna get somebody new GM. Yeah. And that GM only is the one's gonna either fire Chip Kelly or keep him.
Tito,
that's it.
Tito, all right, guys. Let's get back to organized, guys. Let's give everybody a shot. Let me go, Rich. Let's go to Rich, guys. Let's see what Rich has got. Rich, what you got going on, man?
Hey, no, I wanted to get you guys' thoughts. What if we do this? What if Trent goes to Denver, and we take Denver's GM? Not
Elway.
what was his name? He's I can't remember his name.
No, you're talking
No,
about.
not John Elway.
Yeah, I was going to say Elway's the GM.
Elway put that team together. Elway didn't put that team together. It's the other guy. He's like the players. He picks the players.
Elway put that team together, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was all Elway.
Put that team
That was
together.
He's talking about John Fox. You talking about John Fox?
John Fox?
No. There was another
John Fox isn't leaving Chicago.
Fox got fired.
Yeah, one at a time, guys. One at a time, guys, please. No, okay. Anyway, there's.
Yeah, because he was thinking about leaving anyway.
You talk about in Denver? No, Denver. No, but Elway's the general manager now. He may have scouts, and that's what he wants. I understand that's what Trent's going to be. If he goes to Denver, he's going to be a scout. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who is this?
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be March. It's got to be March money.
Hey,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, no, Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
About that Shanahan situation, that's going to be a fact. Shanahan's going to be a Niner. I don't know what they're going to put him in, but he's coming to San Francisco. I've already done a lot of look into that. The Hollywood King 2020 at gmail.com. I already talked to you about that at Ronbo. I'll be talking about that when it was over. Anyways, like I said, I looked into that. I forgot the guy's YouTube name, but he looked into it, and my friend was also talking about it. Shanahan is coming to Frisco, but there are going to be some free staffing agents in Alabama after this year. We need to be looking at Alabama pulling some people out of that because, you got to look at them. That's a dynamic college team. You got to go that way. I'm looking at it, and
no.
I don't know if the coach or the coordinators are going to be free, but some people are leaving. Some coaching staffs are leaving Alabama after this year.
No.
No. We don't want that. We don't want that, man. If Shanahan,
we want that.
Okay,
They can bring up the dynasty, I guarantee you.
Okay,
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Let's settle down, guys. Settle down. We're just coming out through a blur. Let's get back to one at a time.
As for, I got some info to tell you about Jed York. His job is not safe either.
Yeah, we knew about that.
He's not the owner. He's the CEO.
yeah, we know that.
We got to let him finish.
The mother and father is
Okay, guys.
they own it together.
Man, the
Guys,
only way I
hold on,
see
guys.
Mike Shanahan
Right.
coming back to the Niners, that's if Kyle Shanahan is the coach. That's the only way. I think that's the only way he'll come back to
Hey,
the Niners.
Ronbo.
Yeah. Listen, guys, please wait your turn. Let Rich finish so we can go to the next guy. Rich, are you finished?
Oh no, the guy that I was looking at, that I was referring to, he's actually Chip Conway. He's the vice president of operations.
Okay. No.
from Denver.
Okay, but Rich, why would you think that he'd be all of a sudden available?
Well, actually, apparently, the word out there is that he's the one that put that Denver defense together.
Okay. Oh, yeah, well, Elway may have a lot of assistants working under him, so yeah, man, I guess it's possible. Nobody really paid much
Yeah,
attention
but
to that.
John Fox had something to do with it too.
Yeah, hold on, Nighthawk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, or whoever that was. Is that okay? Yeah, it's that's true. And Fox did have a lot to do with that, and the coaches always normally should have something to do with that. So that's the thing with Trent. He doesn't work well with coaches, but that is why he may be with us next year, because it seems to be that Trent is smart enough to make sure that everybody thinks that him and Chip Kelly have a good relationship. So Jed, I understand, is torn between firing. He hasn't made up his mind yet as to what he wants to do with Trent. Now that's the latest report I just read 3 days ago. So get scared about that. Let's go. Okay, Rich, let me go to Amos. And Amos, go ahead, man.
Ronbo, what's up, man?
Yeah, same Amos, different day.
So, I hear everybody, they hear about the rumors. 49ers let out stuff that they want everybody to hear.
Always.
To
Always.
keep people clear away from what they want to do.
Probably.
I'm not even biting on that Shanahan shit unless it happens. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause
Yeah.
same thing that
Right.
I know at the end of the last year's season, we thought Jimmy was going to have at least one more year, and he didn't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere. Boom, fire. We was happy for it, but at the end of the day, we didn't know it was going to happen.
Just like now.
was no rumors. There was none of that stuff. So all this rumor coming out, that's just reporters trying to spark something so they can ask questions. That's all that is.
Yep. And remember, Amos, the 49ers start half that shit. The rumors you hear, the 49ers put that out there. Yeah.
That's the end game. That's the end game. And then, I understand, Steve Young put out there, hey, he's crying out there saying, hey, something needs to happen. I honestly think something's going to happen because now, you get what I'm saying, all the legends are coming out there saying something because they can't watch this no more. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to watch it because I'm a 49er fan. I watch it to the last second. You get what I'm saying? By the end of the day, it's bittersweet. You know what I'm saying? I get to watch 49ers, but I get to see them lose. And, and back to, draft picks that we was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody likes this guy, Myles Garrett, but I think we should get Foster.
Ruben?
He's like the best middle linebacker that came out since Kuechly. You get what I'm saying? That's coming out.
Yeah.
And I want everybody to go back and just watch this guy. Myles Garrett, he a beast too, but it's stupid to spend money on a D-line that we already spent money on. We got 2 first rounds on a D-line. You get what I'm saying? Don't make no sense to go get Garrett. We're going to get 3 first rounders on a D-line, and we'll be hurting that linebacker. Right? So I think we should get Myles Garrett, and then the quarterback I like is Patrick Mahomes. I don't know if nobody know about this guy. But
Patrick Mahomes from Oklahoma State?
No, from Texas Tech. He leads the nation in yardage.
Man, he's garbage, man. He's hella garbage.
Yeah, I don't know about that, man.
What? Who's garbage?
I don't think he knows about anything, man. Because he's good.
If you watch,
Jamel doesn't watch football. Don't listen to him. Jamel still thinks Kaepernick is the quarterback.
Eat your peas. That was the man who don't like them? Come on now.
Jamel, I got.
Just go ahead and just watch the guy. All I'm asking you, just go watch the guy. You saying garbage, but you saying I didn't hear a quarterback name that you said to go get. Because if we get a quarterback in the first round, we're not gonna have. I can tell you.
I wouldn't. There's no quarterbacks coming out in the first round that are worth drafting.
That's why I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Good to get a quarterback in the second round.
Okay, listen.
Yeah, but I think Hyde is a better quarterback than Mahomes. Texas Tech's offense is not conducive.
He said Kaiser.
Kaiser from Notre Dame. I think
they said that about Carson Wentz.
Listen, guys.
What's he doing?
You just said Kaiser?
You know what?
No.
Can I make a suggestion, guys? Can I make a suggestion? The season's not over yet. Don't rank your quarter. Don't rank your quarterbacks yet. You need to wait a minute on that.
Kaiser is overrated.
Yeah.
He throw with his body. He needs a lot of room to throw.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he don't win games.
Yeah, you got to be careful from
He don't even get guarded.
Golden Boy quarterbacks. You got to be careful about them because how many came out of last year's draft and are doing well this year?
Kaiser needs a city year, though. Kaiser needs a city year, and Kelly's a terrible coach. Like, there is no good quarterback.
You know what? Okay.
Kelly is a great coach.
Guys.
Notre Dame is a bad place for good people to go to because of the academic restrictions. You get what I'm saying? You don't watch college football. If you watch college football, you'll know that. Kelly is a good.
No, I do watch college football, but you want smart quarterbacks.
What section you watch?
I'm a Big Ten guy. Big Ten guy.
Now listen, guys, we got to find a way.
What kind of team is that? I get you.
I know you want to get it.
Well, Ronbo,
yeah.
I said my piece. You get what I'm saying? Ronbo, if you would like, go look up Patrick Mahomes.
I'm gonna do it.
You'll see. He has a spot. He has that.
Man, he's not good, man.
He just came off of wrist surgery, you fucking monkey.
Did he just come up?
he just came off of wrist surgery, Ronbo. Like, yeah, go get Ronbo and go get Mahomes. Go fucking drink bleach, you maggot. Fire everybody. I'm here.
Hey, man.
Wait, but Amos.
I don't know what I'm talking about. 5 days ago,
Okay. Wait, Amos, did you know about that though, Amos?
in his last game. What are you talking about?
Amos, did you know about that though?
No, he's injury prone. That quarterback you talking about is injury prone.
All right.
He just came off a wrist surgery. He just came off a wrist surgery. Wrist surgery?
All right.
You threw with
All
your
right,
wrist.
all right, guys.
Just like you jerk off every night.
we got the wrist surgery. Guys, wait, what?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: there's no good quarterback coming out of this draft.
Amos.
All right, y'all. Keep Kaepernick one more year.
Bill, guys.
Pay attention to the players in Alabama. No, Cap needs to stay. You're gonna kill the team, man. You're gonna.
Guys, we need to we need to get control here, guys.
We're gonna have a 10-year drought because y'all trying to evict him without getting smart. Keep Cap for one more year, and then trade him the following year.
That's stupid. That's
This year there ain't no quarterback coming out. There ain't nobody coming out to pick.
All right, Bill.
No, there is a quarterback. There's one quarterback. His name is Mitch from North Carolina.
I've been watching you for a while.
Mitch from North Carolina.
Not talking about either.
All right, listen, guys.
Mitch from North Carolina is one of the best quarterbacks.
All right, let's get Amos.
one of the best. If we pick him up, if you pick him up, you know how much we gonna lose by picking him up.
Yep.
All right, guys. Wait, Amos.
The key players are in Alabama this year. I'm telling y'all.
Guys, can I
Pay
get
attention to Alabama?
Bill? Can I?
What Alabama?
Alabama's deep. They guys really good.
Alabama don't have no body. They just got big people. They just got defense. We need an Alabama linebacker, like I'm telling y'all.
Yeah, well, Ruben Foster.
Yeah,
Okay.
in Alabama, defense, offense.
Listen, guys.
Alabama, we can be driving.
Guys, can we at least wait until somebody and
Ronbo, can I say something?
well, no, I can't get anybody to cooperate now, guys. All right, Amos, let Amos finish, guys, and then take him on one at a time. I'm begging you, guys, please. Come on now.
You don't know anything.
Yeah, now, Amos.
You never knew anything, Tito. You can't even name anybody's name on here.
All right,
Wait, guys, David finish.
Amos, let Amos finish, guys, and then take him on one at a time.
Don't be trying to be Rombo's girlfriend. Don't be trying to be Rombo's girlfriend.
No, because Ronbo don't date boys. Come on now, come on, guys, don't get stupid. Well, hey, fellas, let's let the dude finish and then take him on, and let him take on one at a time, guys. Come on now, one at a time. Let him finish, and then one at a time.
Functional as a team.
All right. So Amos, go ahead, finish, Amos, and I didn't want to cut you off.
You done, Tito? Tito's done talking?
Tito wasn't talking.
People already.
All right.
Like I said, you get what I'm saying? I'm just throwing up names. I'm not asking for my head to be bit off. You get what I'm saying? All these Kaepernick friends, all these Kaepernick supporters should shut up because you just seen what he did for the last 10. How many games he played already? 9 games on Ronbo. You got to face the facts.
Yeah. I wouldn't argue.
On stats right now.
Yeah.
It's facts on stats right now, and I can come here every week and just throw up Kaepernick's name, and everybody's just gonna support him.
But you got to throw in he broke records as well. Put that in there as well.
Yo,
And lost Super Bowl.
All right.
Super Bowl. He didn't win no Super Bowl.
All right, Amos, let somebody get in and who wants that first? Is that Emilio?
Can I go?
Okay, let me. Can you go next? Let me let Emilio in. He's been waiting for a while.
Oh man, no, let somebody else go. I'm listening.
Okay, cool, good. All right. Who is that? Who's that? Who's that just said? Can I go? Is that 707?
I want to hear that.
Okay, Emilio, hold on. Then let 707 in. 707. It's all yours. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, all I gotta say, man, is that that guy Tito. I mean, I'm not trying to say that you're a bad guy, Ronbo. It's just that he never has his own opinions, and he never can name any names when he says somebody.
Guys,
it's a little weird when he talks.
Wait, 707. Wait, hold.
And then the guy for the bag over said that. I've been watching since the day one.
707. What is your name? 707.
You've been copying what he said.
Draft a defensive player. All we be
what
saying.
What defensive player?
Same thing. The 49ers.
Tito, you talked already. Tito, let the guy talk.
The 49ers linebackers.
And you always do that. You always try to cut us.
All right. Okay. Listen. Wait.
We know Ronbo.
Tito, answer, man.
Tito, no. Tito's gonna get a chance. Listen.
I love when you fools are talking shit about me.
Tito.
And I'm one of the guys that's always saying that we need to draft
maybe it's because of reason.
player.
Maybe it's because of a reason, though.
Because there's no quarterback is worth with the top pick or the second pick in this year's draft.
That's right.
It's not worth it.
Okay, now if you're gonna call Tito out, Tito, can I get you to wait? And then 707, if you're gonna call Tito out, he'll answer immediately. But now go ahead and finish up what you were gonna say.
Right. Well, for the guy that always tries to say something with a bag over his head, show your face, man, because you weird too. And another thing is, everybody on this show, man, they wanna always like get mad. They always have the same opinion. Why you have a show if they all have the same opinion? You guys need to stop copying each other, and you guys need to stop having one decision kind of thing. Because all I'm saying, and Ronbo, sometimes I think you're wrong too, and I think that people are just afraid to tell you. And you know, and that's what I gotta say, man. Because no one can name any names. No one can name any names in college right now. Besides Armos. Armos is the only guy that says some stuff.
The thing though, ain't nobody right or wrong. Everybody just giving their opinions and their thoughts on our team. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody right or wrong. I think that's where people get everything confused. Ain't about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys
allow Tito to answer.
He was mentioning that I can't name names in college and all that. I'll be honest, I don't hardly watch college, but I do know there's a couple of key guys and defensive players coming out. I was one that always says that we should pick one of the best defensive end players coming out, all linebacker. I said in the offseason we need wide receiver help. We need definite help nose tackle because we need it. Now, I'm not saying that I know every freaking thing, but I always say that, look, so many guys are blaming for Colin Kaepernick and everything. I mean, Colin Kaepernick got some fault, but he doesn't play defense. I mean, practically we playing two-hand touch on defense.
Can I say something about that?
At me saying,
please take your turn. Hold on.
Colin Kaepernick is the number one in everything. No, he's not. He needs to fucking do a better job too. It's a team freaking game. It's not a one-person's game.
Just hold on.
Colin Kaepernick would playing defense too. And I mean, you be talking a lot of crap about me. What the hell I say about Colin Kaepernick? I always said that it's a team's game. Team, not one person, not two, the whole damn team. Colin Kaepernick is some fault. Defensive players are playing two-hand touch. Come on, if you can't draft right, this is what happens. It starts from the top all the way down.
All right, Tito. Let's.
If you don't understand
Tito,
what I'm saying, then you got a problem.
Well, Tito, let's hold you right there. Okay. So now you got what Tito had to say. Does that clear things up, or does that make things worse?
Made it worse.
Is that 707?
No, it cleared it up.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. See, because
what?
Go ahead. Okay. So wait. Let me find out. Hold on, guys.
That's a little annoying. I already told you that, but
yeah, hold on, guys. I need 707. What is your name? And just in case you call back, we'll have you. We know who you are. It's not okay.
Jerome. My name's Jerome.
Okay. Jerome. Let me go to 805 then out in Oxnard. And
yeah.
Go ahead, 805. Go ahead, your time, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, what the 49ers need to do is clean house completely. Chip Kelly needs to go. Trent Baalke needs to go. They should probably bring in Wolf from the Packers.
Wait, hold on. 805 out in Oxnard. What is your name, 805? I'm sorry.
Eddie,
okay. Go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah. One of the major issues with our defense is we're never going to get a quality defensive coordinator to come coach here because Chip Kelly's offense puts so much of a burden on our defense. Yeah. Like, offense and defense are not mutually exclusive. They work together. And when your offense is constantly going 3 and out, it puts more of a burden on our defense, and our defense can't take it.
Bingo.
And that's one of the major issues.
What's wrong with Jim O'Neill then?
No, Jim O'Neill's a bad defensive coordinator as well, which is why he needs to go. That entire coaching staff
why
needs to go.
Why do you think that is, though?
I think one of the problems is our scheme does not match our players.
There. I agree with that.
Because we have sucky players. That's my opinion.
And I agree with that.
You do all that. You looking at 5 to 6 years of getting back to where we used to be if you do all that changes.
Yeah, that worries me too.
It's better to do it, but what you're talking about, putting a Band-Aid, But what you're talking about is
But why would you want to? Why would you want to go back to 5 or 6 years starting all over again?
Hey, hold on, guys.
We are garbage.
Let him finish.
So you're talking about being 1-15?
difference?
Like, we're 1-15.
You honestly think that we're gonna be good next year? You out of your mind?
No.
Yeah, we can be good next year.
It's gonna take years. You guys are weird now.
It's better to start taking the steps now.
That's what
than
Jamil don't
later.
understand.
Dude, that's way too many changes, man. Especially the way how NFL is now. That's way too many changes.
Guys,
Let's say next season and we suck. Next season and we suck. Do you want to fire anyone to make those changes, or do you need to see this some more?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, what's his name? Eddie?
What
you need better players to play better.
Yeah, that's.
I don't know if you know that.
You need, that's a good. You just need better players.
That's all it is. You just need hungry players. That's all you need.
No, Eddie did.
Ronbo,
Eddie,
I like this guy. Ronbo, I like this guy. You got to keep him on the show.
No, he's.
If the scheme does not make the play, put the players in the best position to succeed, it doesn't matter about the players. Because how often do we see a new coach go to a new team? Harbaugh is a prime example.
It do matter if the players is not hungry and they don't want to play.
Shut up.
It do matter.
Well, Jamel, that's what he's talking about.
Man, shut up and let the man talk.
You're a 49er fan like I'm a 49er fan. We're both 49er fans. Do you remember the players that Jim Harbaugh inherited?
But I'm a real good 49er fan. You mediocre. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Hey, come on, guys. Come on, guys. Listen, come on, guys. There's no. Guys,
I like this show.
Oh man, guys, listen.
Hey, Ronbo, can I just? I'm just gonna ignore him.
Yeah, let's. I was gonna say, just. Yeah, can we? Let's go to the issues, guys.
Go ahead.
Let's go to the
Coming
issues.
to the draft.
Obviously.
Coming to the draft, I would honestly, I would trade back from the second spot and get to maybe the top 10, grab Foster, try to pick up another second.
Man.
We have so many holes. Garrett's not going to be there, and if you draft Allen out of Alabama, we already have 2 DNs we drafted in the first round.
Eddie,
and what's wrong with that? Inside,
Eddie,
if you're doing a 3-4.
Eddie, I've thought about that though, and do you think that we could change him into an NT?
I don't know. Honestly, but I think Butler is better on the outside.
Is Allen better on the outside?
You do not. Oh my God, are you serious, dude? Have you ever played?
Hey, man! Hey, quit getting mad! Quit getting mad already! Quit bringing that energy in here. If you want to cry, go hang up the phone already. Hey.
All right, listen. Okay, Eddie, are you done, Eddie? I mean, you want? All right, let's. Okay.
No, I'll continue. I'm just saying because honestly, we have so many holes we need to plug up. If Foster,
and you want to blame the coach for everything.
You don't
want to
draft
blame Jim O'Neill for having sucky players. That's pretty smart of you.
You don't want to draft. You don't want to draft.
Go buy yourself. Go buy yourself.
Hey,
you need to think better.
Eddie's a good guy. Eddie's smart.
All right.
He uses his head.
All right, guys.
Well, you can go talk to Eddie, okay? On here, we need to start bringing up real discussion.
Yeah. All right, listen. All right, Jerome.
Serious, man. You guys are saying some boring stuff that don't even make sense.
All right, Jerome. It's okay, Joe. Jerome. Let's. There's no need to judge everybody's comment though. Let's go ahead and.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let's get to the next person then. And who's that? Is that Nolan? Nolan, check out Nolan. What's going on, Nolan?
What's up?
Nolan, go ahead, man. What are you thinking after this game?
I don't know. It wasn't very good.
Yeah. Amen to that. That says it all.
Shit. Don't listen to Tito.
Nolan, guys, please don't do no personal attacks, guys.
Yo, can we stop?
Cut the personal attacks, guys, please. No, it's Nolan. It's Nolan's time. It's Nolan's time. Nolan, go ahead.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah, hold on, man.
Let's be cordial here. Let the guy talk.
Yeah, let Nolan have it, please. Go ahead, Nolan.
Yeah. You know I'm all about Amba at the tower. So.
I missed that, Nolan. Go ahead, say it again.
Amba and Towel. That's who we should get second round.
Wait, who do you like in the second round?
Amba at the Towel.
Oh, you're the guy who's like, okay.
Yeah.
He's been talking about this wide receiver. Does anybody else know anything about this wide receiver? I've not checked him out yet.
What is his name?
His name is spelled E-T-T-A, I think. And what's
EWO?
EWO? Do you know what school does he go to?
Oh, Syracuse. I live in Syracuse, so.
Oh, okay. So he's out in the East Coast.
East Coast?
Yeah, a wide receiver out in the East Coast. And his name is unusual. Because I never heard of this guy. But I've been meaning to check him out because Nolan's been trying to get me to check him out. I haven't got around to it yet. But Nolan says he's a great wide receiver, but we're not hearing a lot about him, Nolan. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, I got to see him in person, like watch him. He's really good.
All right. And you know what? It's the kind of guy that Trent Baalke's company seems to find. So maybe comes out of nowhere. And you'd be the man if he does get called into camp because you've seen it before any of the rest of us did. So good looking. All right.
I would look at the wide receiver from SMU, Sutton. That boy's good. And he's big too, 6'3", runs a 4.4.
Yeah, see that's the kind of receiver. Nowadays that's what it is. Big and fast.
Yeah, I'm about to tell with 6'2".
What's he like, 220?
202 actually.
That's kind of light, okay.
You guys ever seen Corey Davis?
Yeah, who's Corey Davis?
Corey Davis is good.
All right.
He played for I think that's Central Michigan or Western Michigan.
Yeah, he plays in Western Michigan. I watched him. I watched him play.
I watched him play too. He's good.
He started off now he's all the way up to number 1 right now.
But you know, I'd rather have a wide receiver out of the free agency. How many receivers have we seen come out of college and came in and just kicked that? Look at Laquan Treadwell last year. Everybody in the 49ers, I mean, everybody wanted Laquan Treadwell. They just activated Laquan. Laquan just now recently got activated.
2 to 3 years to really develop. You don't get that many wide receivers that just come out on the scene and blow up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, that's why I was worried about drafting wide receivers. I'd rather go after one that's already. And if I had my way, we'd pick up Pryor and Gordon. I pick up Gordon in case he fails. I got Pryor, and now I only need one more wide receiver, or at least.
I don't like Pryor because he doesn't run good routes.
Hey, y'all.
Didn't Judge Norman say he was garbage?
But he does so much work.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cornerback Kingwan Henry or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. Kingwan Haney from, give me a minute. Ohio State. Kingwan Haney, yeah. I got a cornerback. I got a list of a bunch of people. Derek Barnes. Yeah, they're going to go in the first round. You got Eddie Jackson from Alabama. Alphonse Taylor from Alabama.
You're just going
Harris.
Alabama.
Alabama.
Bill,
tight end from Alabama.
Bill, you just made Alabama the 49ers farm team.
I can name people. You say I can't name people? I got other people from other colleges too. I'm just waiting to say. There's a bunch of people out there.
I mean, we should be looking at from Bama for inside linebackers.
Bama are the people. I'm telling you, they're going to come out of Bama. That's who's going to come out of Bama.
All those people coming out in the first round, though.
Yeah, a lot of them are. They're really good, bro. Have you even watched the games in college? Watch these people. I watched them play on the field, bro. They be dominating people, man.
All right, guys.
But you're talking about the SEC, dude. Just stop.
Nolan? No, Nolan's still.
No, I'm talking about the Alabama Crimson Tide, dude. The ones who's going to win the freaking national championship.
All right.
So, you can't be saying stop when they take the
All right, guys.
one.
Guys, can I get you to settle down? Guys.
I don't want to hear it, bro.
All right. Bill, can I get you to settle down here a second, guys? All right. Guys, we're going to...
first-round picks. We don't got that many. We only got one first-round pick, man.
Yeah,
we only got one.
Well, you don't have to pick them all in the first round. Come on, guys.
You got a choice.
Yeah, there you go. You got to be a Bill. You got to know. You got to have one choice in the first round. Now, from that, if they're still around in the second and third round, it's you can't pick everybody because we only get one choice. So, guys, we interrupted Nolan. Let's see. Make sure Nolan's finished. Nolan, are you finished?
Yeah. I mean, the reason you don't hear about but it's how is because Syracuse is almost as 49ers.
Yeah. And that's not good. All right. We don't want to add him to that. Maybe. All right.
I mean, he's broke most of Marvin Harrison's receiving records at Syracuse. So.
Okay, that's not a bad thing. All right.
Yes.
That's not bad at all.
All right. All right, Nolan. Hold on.
We want to hear from Jamil.
No. We're going to hear from Jamel in a minute. Amos, please. Yeah, Jamel, he's coming in a second. Let me get to. Let me get to Go Hard. All right. No, you know what? I'm going to start hanging up, guys. Nolan, let me say goodbye to you. And the next person we're going to say goodbye to. We're going to say Amos. Okay, Nolan, thanks for coming by, buddy. All right. Who else have we talked to? Amos, let me say goodbye to you for this week, okay? Because I'm already full and look forward to you seeing you next week. Because Amos, I always love the energy you bring, even though it's always bringing fire. But it's always fun. All right, Amos. Thanks, man. Let me go to Go Hard. As we can.
What up?
Yeah, Go Hard. Your observations on this game.
Man, first observation is Sunday be the most exciting Ronbo show of the week. Sunday.
It gets
be popping.
It gets a little hairy, doesn't it?
Yeah. I just wanted to bring up something I seen from Sports Illustrated on that dude Jonathan Allen, and I guess he was real outspoken about how he felt about Cap's stance and how he's with them 100%, and I don't know, just kind of kissing ass or whatever. And I just wanted to point that out.
That's interesting.
He's kind of kissing ass in the direction of the Niners. But
whoa,
another thing is, even though I like him, and even though I think he can be converted to a nose tackle because he can play all over that D line.
See, that's what I thought.
Fundamentals are crazy. And he only needs to add about 10 pounds to be at 300. So, in the 3-4 nose tackle position that the Niners like, they like a more athletic, smaller dudes. They don't like those big 320-pound dudes at 6. They don't like really those big old dudes like that. But other than that, I don't know what, free agent that they would address that issue. And, I don't know who fits the Niners scheme for free agency. So, it all really just depends on what moves they make in free agency on what's going to be the number one pick, or what's going to happen. You know what I mean? Because they could go and get a pass rusher, because those are positions I feel you need a veteran. You need somebody with experience.
And they need one anyway.
At the nose tackle. Yeah, you need somebody at the nose tackle that knows what they're doing, that's been playing there for a minute. And also an outside linebacker, too. And that's why Bush has been around as long as he has. Because he's been trying to put these younger dudes under him to try to get them to, to play at a certain level, but it just hasn't been showing up. But, so it's really on what they address through free agency, and the veterans that they do pick up on how we're going to target this draft. That's why I don't really like bringing up draft. I know there's going to be a show for it and everything, but, that Jonathan Allen dude, man, he's one of the best defensive players coming off the board because you can't think Garrett's going to be there. They got Brown's got 2 picks in the first round. They can get Garrett and come back and get their quarterback at 12, 13, or whatever they got.
Yep. And they got first and top 10 picks.
And I don't think they're going to trade back to Ronbo because look at their team this year. They need to make some impact, and they need impact players ASAP.
Agreed.
But another observation I noticed was Beatles took center for most of the end of the game. I seen John Theus come in at left tackle, and it just seems like Carlos is the only player fighting for pride on that offense, man. It's sad, that's man, he's doing everything, you know what I mean? Nothing's opening up because nobody else is opening up around him. The tight end game ain't opening up, wide receiver game ain't opening up, Cap ain't running the ball. Everything's on Carlos, man.
They had Beasley watching Cap, though. Cap had to be worried. Every time he looked up, here was Beasley. So, that's what I worry about. A lot of teams did that a few years ago when they first started killing Cap. They made sure a spotter was just there waiting on him, and Beasley was the dude today.
Fucking sorry.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but another player that I've seen, even though he had limited catches or limited snaps or whatever, is Burbridge. I've seen him make some clutch catches, get hit up the middle, taking some defenders on. You know what I mean? I show he got the will to catch a ball in the middle of the field like a lot of receivers won't.
And drop a shoulder on a defender. I loved it, man. That crash and boom. Yeah. People talk about that was a good hit. They don't know that was Burbridge that made the initial contact.
Yeah. Get me on the show.
Shoot, I loved it. Who was that?
But that's it. I'm gonna make it short and sweet, man. That's it. I'm gonna let all the faithfuls get up on there and get to hollering.
All right.
But y'all, another thing, everybody quit jumping on everybody, man. Everybody just giving their own opinions, their own observations on our team, man. You guys ain't got to jump all over everybody. Yeah. Everybody ain't right, you know what I'm saying? We're going out what we see.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right. Yeah, go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, go hard.
Baby, 49ers to the death with me, baby. Ready, go, baby.
Sit.
Hey, fine, man. Ronbo.
All right, go block. All right, go hard. All right. Next. G Block. Is that you, Holland? Who was that?
Was happening, brother?
Yeah, hey, G-Block. I haven't seen you on a Sunday in a long time.
Hey, how'd you know it was me?
Yeah, because G-Block, you have very, very distinct sound, man. You can always tell G-Block. G-Block, what are you thinking about this game, man?
Hey, you locked me down, boy. You locked my digit down.
You lock who down?
You locked me down, my number.
Yeah. We got when you come in, yeah, your name does flash. But G-Block, what are you thinking about this game, man?
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I went over there. I went to Rico's right here and said, like, you know what I mean? I got some wings, some bacon, some beer, and I was watching the game. I watched the first half, and then I had to leave it in this way. I mean, I was just telling my legs actually went back. All I knew was a loss. So I actually came back, and I bought some beers, and now my head just swigging some beers. But I was kind of surprised to see you on Instagram sipping some liquor.
Yeah. That's the only way you can watch a game. Now, I haven't drank any scotch in 5 years. Today, I decided to hit it up once, you know.
I was actually surprised, bro, because I seen you on Instagram sipping some liquor, and I was like, oh, man, things got real physical. Yeah. And I was sipping some beer, so I felt it. But I'm going to tell you, bro, I'm going to go to this game. Kaepernick, bro, he's a real deal. Like I tell you, he's the shit, bro. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got receivers dropping passes all the time, week after week. And that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's got to stop, though, G-Block. Either get receivers or do something. We can't win no games like that. No matter what the case is, we got to find a way to fix that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, bro, those are game changers. If a receiver catches that ball, those are game changers, bro. It can lead us to a whole different situation.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? But it takes us to a worse situation where we end up losing. I mean, they got to catch those balls, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The game's awful. Hey, hold on. Did you see Trent Baalke, bro, on the side?
Yeah, wasn't that special? First, he was walking around smiling, and the next time you seen him, he was sitting there looking pretty upset.
Trent Baalke on the sideline, bro. That's when you know it's getting real physical. When you see Trent Baalke on the sideline walking around with a fucking smile, that's when you know it's real physical. I mean, they're fucking rich. They're billionaires. They don't give a fuck. But when you see them on the sideline, bro, walking around, the GM on the sideline, bro, smiling and whatever the fuck he's doing, that's when you know it's getting real physical in the front office, bro. That's when you know. I mean, those guys fans, we might see whatever. They might think they're better than us. I mean, because they're rich, whatever, bro. I mean, they're billionaires. They don't give a fuck about us. If you put it in that way, they don't care about us. But when so for us to see him actually there, that's when you know it's getting real physical up there, bro. And that's when you know shit's happening, bro, and shit's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
G-Block. I mean, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what. It could go to the next level starting next week or the week after. So you know we'll be looking at that. G-Block, you want to add anything else to that?
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. We ain't gonna win one more game. Hold up. We're gonna beat the Rams next week, and then we're gonna get destroyed by the Seahawks. and if this is gonna happen, it's gonna hurt me a lot, bro. It's gonna hurt me a lot more than all the losses we took. Yeah. More than this fucking 13, 14 losses. My nigga Cap is gonna be gone, and that's just gonna break my heart, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, the Harbaugh era, everything, all the players we had in that era, bro, are gone.
Yeah.
Something to new, and we're back to losing again.
Oh.
And we're worse than the Singletary era. You know what I mean? At least keep trying to at least keep pump these players up. You know what I mean? We're fucking garbage now. I mean, Chip Kelly used to talk to these boys because they're pussies. You know what I mean? They don't do shit. So at least Singletary, I mean, we're worse than that era. So I hope. I mean, I don't know, bro. Kaepernick's gone. I mean, it breaks my heart because I'm from this town, you know, and
G-Block, you're from Turlock?
It breaks my heart, so yeah, I'm from Turlock, bro.
Right. G-Block, you know what? It hasn't been decided yet. You know, we got to wait till the end of the season. But G-Block, listen, we got a lot of folks here. It's Sunday. So let me say goodbye to you, and we'll see you on Red and Gold Radio, okay?
Yeah, all right, bro. Hey, be safe, man, bro.
Hey, you too, G-Block. All right, bro. Later. All right, we go to area code is 404. Is that Atlanta?
Hey.
Yeah,
Kim.
Hi, Kim. Hey, Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hello.
Well, Kim, what are you thinking?
Well, disappointment, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in the Atlanta area, but I didn't go to the game. I already knew it was going to be a mess.
I know.
And
Why
I was
waste
expecting
the
to
money
lose,
and
so-
time and drive? I know. Just might as
Yeah,
well watch it on
that's what I was
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, and I already wasted an NFL Sunday ticket because I can't get games out here in the East Coast. So.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But I honestly think we should get Garoppolo.
You like that, Neil?
Free agency. I do, because I don't necessarily think we should draft a rookie quarterback, because if we get him with such an old line like that, like, our offensive line kind of sucks. And if we had a good one, it would basically be like Dak Prescott right now, because the Cowboys' offensive line is really, really good.
True.
But ours, on the other hand, is not really that good.
When
we get Garoppolo.
Yeah, that's what I worry about. Can Garoppolo still... the offensive line, no matter who you got quarterback, it needs to be at least decent. So I wonder, is anybody safe? Although, I've been defending the offensive line this year because when they're healthy, they're not that bad. I would put them at least middle of the pack.
I mean, I was watching Hyde run today, and he barely could get any holes. Like, up the middle was kind of the hardest place for him to run.
Yeah, you had.
He was
remember who was
fighting to get yards.
But remember who was there, Kim? Although Marcus Martin looked better than usual today, I must say he looked a little better than I remember. They've been working with him, so you got Marcus Martin because Kilgore's gone, and then you got Bale's moved, and Staley's gone. So yeah, it's not the best of offensive lines, not at this point. They're patchwork now.
Would return next season, no matter how much.
There we go. Yeah, hold on. Let Kim finish. All right, Kim. Anything else you want to add to that, Kim?
Yeah, basically that's it. Just maybe surrounding Garoppolo, if we do get him with like better wide receivers, if we do get some in the draft.
I know.
I was kind of getting mad at people not really talking about wide receivers, because that's basically our number one issue.
Yeah.
We have basically like third string at wide receivers.
Oh,
so,
at best.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Kim, but which pick would you? What draft pick would you use to offer Belichick? Because Belichick he loves draft picks. He might take, but you know what? He wouldn't settle for anything less than a third round draft pick.
But he would take. They're really not. The Patriots don't really get high draft picks, so he would honestly take anything, maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, is it? And that if you draft a quarterback at 2 or 3, he's not going to be as good as Garoppolo, most likely. You know what? It's a scary thing because you don't know. You may have also got another kind of game changer. It's a scary risk. Is Garoppolo the guy? You got to really look at him as a franchise quarterback.
It just depends on who stays in as general manager, honestly.
I know.
At the end of the day,
Baalke won't do it. I have a feeling he won't do it. But
that's
yeah, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, all right, Kim. Thanks, Kim. I tell you what, let's you come by more often, will you, please? Because we're getting ready to wind up here, so say goodbye to everybody. All right. Thanks for that input.
Yeah.
All right. All right, Kim.
That's what I was saying.
Have a good evening. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Raheem Falcons, wide receiver from Alabama.
Yeah.
I mentioned him. We need tight ends. We need wide receivers. We need cornerbacks.
Yeah, Bill. Basically,
that's what we need.
We need a lot of things, Bill. But yeah, that's one thing.
Yeah.
Bill. I need for you to hold on. Hold on, Bill, because we've had you in several times. Let me get Emilio in. Emilio.
Ronbo.
What's up, dude?
Whoa, it's one hell of a show today. I didn't even say nothing. Damn, usually I'm the one talking shit.
That's true. Thank you, Emilio, for letting somebody else talk shit for a change.
On this one. I was like, man, I was trying to get a word, but I was like, man, I don't even need to this time around.
Well, Emilio.
Like usual, we suck, but hey.
Yeah.
So much blame to go around in this damn team. It's hilarious. This shit is just a joke.
But Emilio, ain't nobody laughing at this joke now. Though this is ridiculous. Now it's embarrassing, Emilio. We could at least won 4 or 5 games. Why we can't win more than one game? It's just gotten to the point now where it just doesn't make no sense. You know.
As long as you can say, "Oh, the team is not trying to tank." I mean, you get this point. This team is just falling apart. They don't give a shit no more. I mean, you can say Hyde is trying, but you know what? I think Hyde is finna get traded. He's finna go somewhere else. He's just playing. He's playing so he can play somewhere else.
He may ask for it. He may ask for a trade. Yeah.
I think a few of these players might get just traded. Like I even think Navarro might even fuck around and get traded.
I thought about that. I thought about that. You might be right. Bowman may be moving out for a draft pick. Because the 49ers, but they can't lose any more veterans.
Are stating that the Hurt are holding out for a draft pick.
God, I hate to see that, though.
To me, it all depends. And it all really, really depends if Trent goes. I still don't see him leaving. I really don't. I think he's going to get another year. He's going to have another shitty year. So I'm not expecting too much. I just find it funny when other teams, Raiders fans, Cowboys, your team sucks. You know what? Tell me something I fucking don't know. I'm not even surprised anymore.
Emilio, are you near a scorecard? Are the Raiders? Did the Raiders win that game?
Yeah, they won.
God damn it!
Yeah, they won.
Jesus.
Oh, Ronbo, you need to give that up, man. But see, the one thing about that, not to knock them, they suck. The Raiders suck for what, over 15 years? Not to knock anything from. Hey, it's about due time they started winning. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We sucked for 10 years and started winning. We just never got a Super Bowl out of it.
Yeah.
That's the shitty part.
I just don't want to hear from them bitches, man. Because I just don't want to hear from them.
Not to take nothing from them. I don't actually see them even pushing us. They'll get maybe a playoff win.
Yeah.
But the Super Bowl, they're still like I said. Because I like watching defenses. I watch everybody's defense. Their defense is just one pass pressure away. If they would have all they would have played the whole year, they would have been a scary team to be in the playoffs. But they're a pass rusher, just like the Cowboys. They're a pass rusher away to really be a scary team in the playoffs.
So who do you think who's going to be the team in the playoffs?
I still say the Chiefs, but the Chiefs keep their offense. I don't know what's wrong with Alex. It's just that the defense scary, and then the Giants who got a scary defense. Giants are just especially their pass rush and their their corners, their safety.
They stopped the Cowboys.
I was like, God.
Yeah.
Like I said, it might either be the Patriots or the fucking Chiefs on the AFC, and then it might be Atlanta and the Giants in the NFC. One of the,
you're right.
Teams, 1-2 teams on each side.
Because anytime you have Manning in that situation, it can be very dangerous. That's true. I forgot about him.
I gotta say, Manning, all he needs to do is just like Eli. I mean, like Manning did last year. His brother did last year. Just get a couple of yards and let your defense win the game.
Yeah.
With Peyton. It might just happen again.
Yeah. All right, so Emilio.
I can't even. I guess it. Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, I was gonna say. Now you're saying we're gonna continue with Trent Baalke, and basically.
It just might actually just happen. Yeah. It's just I don't know. Unless they really the York family really cuts Jet out, then maybe everything does start changing and start from square one. But even then, we're really going to start from zero. We're not going to have nobody. We're going to be. We might be either as worse as the Browns. We might be as bad as the Browns or worse than the Browns next year.
No.
Which is horrible to say, but it's looking that way. Because if, like I said, you get rid of Jed, you're going to have to start from square one. You're going to have to start everywhere.
That's why
every position possible. So that means, fuck 5 years, it's looking at 10 years we're going to start.
No. The way the NFL works now.
When you start from square one and you don't have a look, honestly, we don't even have
quarterback.
We don't even know who's our quarterback.
Yeah, that's
our number one concern.
Yeah, that's always.
If we can address it this year, maybe next year, then we'll, you shorten it down. But we don't, like I said, Kaepernick's gone. Garrett's not going to get re-signed. Maybe the only one that maybe get a chance is Ponder. But other than that, we have no quarterback. It's that same year like the 2003 season when we had Cody Pickett, Tim Rattay, and what was the fucker we had?
He had to bring up 2003.
We had enough. The 2003 season when we had what was it? Our coach was when we had Dennis Erickson as our coach.
That was a hell.
I can't remember who the other fuck quarterback. Yeah, we had Cody Pickett, Tim Rattay. It was just a shitty, horrible year. We didn't had horrible quarterbacks that year.
I don't know why the 49ers have to find themselves
one. Gave us Tim Rattay was horrible, but at least Tim Rattay was able to boot the goddamn ball. But that was shitty football.
Yeah.
And that's sad to say that team is actually better than this team.
I know. That's the thing. That team was still better than this one. So this is the rock bottom. That's why I'm saying this can't happen twice. Nobody can. Nobody can be this bad twice. I just don't believe it. All right, Emilio, since I'm getting ready to wind up here, let me say goodbye to you and see you next Sunday after we get through whooping the Rams.
All right.
All right, man. Have a good night, Emilio.
I was actually thinking we might beat them, but they got a new coach, so they got a little bit more light than we do. So,
oh, but they still got Jared. They got Jared and what's his name?
And at this point, it's just 1-15, and you just might let it go and just say fuck it.
Yeah, play all.
I don't even think they just might as well give Ponder a shot, see if anything sparks that way. But
Matthias and everybody else play.
Some of these players looks like they're playing for trades.
Yeah.
Like Hyde. I mean, like I said, we're gonna really start from square one and just have literally nobody's on the team.
All right, Emilio. See you next week, man.
All
right. Paul, come on in, Paul.
Hey, Ronbo, what's up, my man?
Oh, terrible things, man. I wanted to see a more competitive game at least. I wanted to see some fire. Paul, is it asking too much to expect our guys to come out fired up? I guess at this point you've gotten to 1-13, and you're just going through the motions now. You're not really. Some of the tackling we've seen today, it was sad.
Ronbo, I said that too, but this team, this roster that we're watching, they've shown that they can compete.
Yeah, I know.
They've shown they can hang in there.
That's why I was sorry about today.
I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to say, I love coming on the show and just filling it with positivity after everybody's just, all mad and everything, and I get it. And I try to lighten up the mood a little bit, but honestly, tonight, man, I'm embarrassed.
Yes.
I'm embarrassed. That was disgusting. How they were just, pounding the ball down our throat over and over and over. Non-stop, and if you look at the effort, like DeForest Buckner, our rookie, he's on the right end, and he's after the play breaks left, he's the one chasing them down the field on the left side of the ball, making a tackle.
Makes no sense.
Damn, man. I mean, the secondary was just getting blown apart. I will say offensively. If you look, who the hell was number 85 out there? They brought him over 2 days ago. I didn't even know who the hell he was. And he seemed like that was Kaepernick's favorite target. So I will, look, Jeremy Curley's our number one receiver. So I got to say, listen, I think Staley's out.
Rod Streeter? I think you're talking about Streeter.
Like that was,
the touchdown catch.
Well, Streeter's 81, but number 85. Who's number 85?
Oh, Chris. Is his last name Davis? Chris. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
I don't know.
Something like that.
Chris.
Yeah, they said they brought him up 2 days ago, and it was just, okay, whatever, but, that's Cap's target. So, offensively, I'm not going to hold them to the fire. Carlos Hyde played his ass off again. Cap was off. This was one of his bad games. We'll say that. He has his good days, his bad days, and then in between, I'd say today was more of a better day. But defensively, I'd say, the draft, we're going to get Garrett. Hopefully, we'll have Buckner on the other side. Armstead's healthy. But I have to say, Ronbo, after seeing tonight's game, even when Bowman comes back, I don't see that being the answer on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you
scared the shit out of me.
And you'd be right too. You're gonna need more than that.
What I mean? Because look, in Chip Kelly's offense, we have to understand. Buckner, he can't play this many snaps. That man is not going to hold up. Bowman, God, please, you cannot play Bowman that much, or we're going to lose him. Did you hear the commentator today? I don't know what channel you watched. I get the Red Zone.
I got Game Pass.
So it was Fox. I think it was Fox and you. But the commentator, he's saying these guys go out and they have a 3-hour practice before the game. That's just Chip Kelly, man. If you survive his training camp, which is like hell on earth, it's only a matter of time before you're gonna hurt yourself. Guys at the age like Bowman and Staley, these guys aren't gonna play a full season. There's no way.
Yeah, because Joe went down for the first time in 10 years?
Yeah, his whole career. I don't think he's missed a game in his entire career.
Yeah.
And I'm saying next year, if we get Garrett and Buckner and Armstead, these guys have to sub in and out. They can't play the whole game.
Yeah, I've been mad about that for weeks.
Guys, like Quentin Dial and Dorsey, I'm just kind of scared of seeing what I saw today.
Mm-hmm.
It's any given Sunday,
we lose by 3, it's still a loss, and I'm just afraid what's going to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to be honest.
And you would think that they see this. I mean, if we're seeing this, you would think the coaching staff would notice that and try to make some adjustments, right? I agree.
I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
but
would
Chip
think.
is stubborn.
Yeah, they're going to wait till they drop dead and drag them off and next man up. But that's not gonna work. And Chip, I hope he's a smart man. I hope he learns from this and makes adjustments.
Yeah. I mean, Chip knows football. I'll give it to him. Chip is a smart football man. He knows football. You know, I'm not. You know, I'm okay with that. But how do you feel about Tart? Before I hang up, I know you got other people.
Yeah.
But do you see Jaworski Tart really getting in there next year, starting and really getting like a lot of playing time?
Yeah, he kind of worries me too. I haven't been saying anything about Jaworski, but I expected more from him this year as well. I do agree with that, but he's such a popular guy that I wasn't going to say anything. But I expected more from him, and I'm not getting it. And he's not an impact player, it seems, unless something's going to change.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully he will be. How about Brock? You see Brock out there, man, making plays and touchdowns.
Now, what was that about?
How about that hit he put on the guy, right? You see
I don't know how he held onto that ball.
Like, oh, Brock.
He was showing his ass
Brock might
today.
have a spot on the roster next year.
Yeah, he was looking for a job today. You know what? I do see. Okay, Ward and Robinson are definitely going to be your starters next year, but I do
That's
see
what I
Brock.
say.
And
I agree.
I see Brock hanging on. He'll hang on one more year.
Yeah, I see
if
him
for
playing
no
the
other
slot
reason,
like
but
he did.
his veteran presence.
He'll play the slot just like he did back when we first had him, when we had Carlos Rogers and John Taylor. I forgot who it was, not Taylor, whoever. But he was the slot.
Yeah.
He came in and he did it well. He did a good job. Now he's the number one, but Ward's good. I want to keep Ward for sure.
He'll get better,
And I want to keep
exactly
Robinson.
too. Yeah. Both Ward and Robinson look for them to take it up another level because, as you said, this is Jimmy's first year playing a corner, and Robinson's a rookie.
Right.
They will not be rookies next year on that field as far as the secondary concerns. I want to know what Redmond looks like. That's where Tremaine Brock's competition comes in. Is Redmond going to be what Trent Baalke drafted him for with that broke leg? That's what I want to know.
Yes.
You know?
He was the third round, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
And Robinson was the fourth.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. And then even Reese's shown some spark this year too. There's a couple of games that he was out there and playing his ass off. So he's another one.
Yeah, and
Cromartie will come back, and now we got the draft. I see them. I don't know. I hope they don't waste too many more draft picks on cornerbacks, but who knows?
No, I can't see that. And they've also got Dante Johnson. There's just too many. We got too many corners. You're gonna have to cut some of them next year as it is. Unless you're gonna I don't know who's the best corner in the league. I mean, in college this year. So I can't see drafting that.
Right. They have like 2 of them going in the first 10, I think. But we're not going to go that route. All
right.
I really hope to see Tart. I hope Tart hangs on and he goes strong. That's I like Tart.
I do too.
I
All right,
really
Paul.
like Tart.
Let me wrap it up now, and let me see. Let's do red and gold tomorrow, buddy. All right.
You got it, Ronbo. I'll talk to you then.
All right, Paul. Have a good night. All right. Let's go to Trez. Trez, who just went through the pain. Trez, you make it to the game?
Yes. Just got back from the game. We had a good time. Let me say, the 49er Nation represented.
All right.
They represented strong. I heard one of the Falcon fans say when I was in line, he said, "My goodness, I've never seen this many 49er fans like this, man. This is incredible. And they having a season like this." And I told the dude, it ain't about the season for us, man. We strong, bro. We run deep. We ain't fat weather fans, And he just bust out laughing. I said, yeah, we ain't like y'all. Y'all show up when the Falcons on the winning streak, But when they down in the dumps, y'all at the crib watching the game from the couch. We at the game. That's the difference.
I like that.
Good.
But yeah. I had to stomach it, man. My son, he had to stomach it. He was just sitting there with his head down. But
that's so sad. That is so sad.
What can you say?
I know.
What can you say?
It was a good day for you and the son to hang out. So at least it was that. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a ball, but we've said this time and time again. It's just like, I don't know. We come out, we had the fumble early.
Yes.
And then it's just like everybody, when we got that fumble, everybody head just went down on the sideline. It was just, and you teach the young ones when I do Pee Wee League coaching, and you tell what you tell your team, get off the field. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to see nobody walking. We don't allow that. We don't allow our players to walk off the field.
That's a bad attitude.
Run off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a bad attitude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our players just trotting off the field, just walking. You saw no enthusiasm.
Yeah.
No, you just saw lackadaisic. I mean, the effort wasn't there. It was just. I was like, wow. And I told my son, I said, you see that? You see how they cruising off the field, just walking off the field, tried. He said, yeah, y'all didn't let us do that. I said, exactly. So, like I said, and Jaworski taught, man, that dude, man, when that running back was coming straight at him and put that move on him and faked him clean out, I was like, this dude, I don't know who's teaching these guys how to tackle, man. First of all, he stayed high. He was high when the guy was coming at him. You got to get low. You got to you got to square up. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You got to square up and target that guy. And he put a move on him, and he was just like, he's so high, he just went by him. I was like, man, come on, dude, really? And you supposed to be the future? Nah, you didn't look like the future today. And Brock, even though Brock had a good game, I don't believe in that playing the last couple of games for a job.
Good point.
If he didn't do it all season long, I'm ready for him to go.
Good point.
And because he got trashed all year, and to try to play at this point for what, don't make no difference.
The thing is, it was just so shocking. We've seen a Tremaine Brock we haven't seen since 2013 or 14. I was trying to understand. I said, damn, the hell's Jay? That's Tremaine making that play. So I just didn't believe it, and I kept looking at the number. It is Tremaine. What?
Yeah.
So you're right.
Like I said, I just don't believe in these guys. The way they were sucking today, man, it was just so heartbreaking, man. Just to sit there and have to just stomach this type of thing, man. It was just,
I was glad when the fourth quarter came. It was a mercy thing. Let the 49ers please go take a shower and get back on the plane. Man.
Yeah. So outside of that, Ronbo, I'm going to tell the 49ers organization, whether if I see Jed York or anybody in the family, I'm going to tell them that I'm going to need a refund on these 2 tickets that I bought right here. I'm going to need my money back.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, you owe me a partial refund for how, I'm going to support my team, but I don't support what we got on the field today. I just, that was, I seen high school kids play better than that, man.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
It was just that bad. It is. And let me tell you this, what I also saw. Nobody is respecting our offense. I looked at our wide receivers. They could not get any type of separation.
Ever.
And the Falcons were playing their safeties 10 yards away from the ball. Their safeties. They rarely in that game, I think maybe 2 series, they put 1 safety over the top. And he wasn't but 15 yards deep. I said, you believe this? That is a lack of respect. That's a lack of respect for your offense.
Hell yeah.
That's a lack of respect for your opponent saying, you know what? We know you can't beat us deep, and we know you're not going to throw it deep.
Yep.
And what happened? We didn't throw 1 deep pass.
I couldn't understand why they wouldn't even take Torrey leaves, and now we can't throw the ball deep. We got guys as fast as Torrey. Streeter is as fast as Torrey is. I don't understand that. I do not understand that.
And kept running that read option bullshit.
And it never fooled anybody.
Tired of that shit. I mean, everybody say Chip no football. I just got a question, Chip. I really do.
But you know what? In his defense, the only thing I'm gonna say about that is Chip is afraid. Chip is afraid to open up the book on them clowns. You know what? We're gonna see such an overhaul next season. I mean, I tell you, Trez, I see about 80% of that team is not gonna be there next season because they can't play.
Same here.
Some of them cannot play no ball.
Let's say 90%.
Yeah, I was just because you got to keep
20%. 20% love is still too much.
You got to keep a few, but I'm saying a lot of those guys are gone next season. A lot.
Yeah, they need to be.
Yeah.
They need to be. I was sitting next, and my row we had my row we lucked up. We had 49er fans. My row was 49er fans, and Falcon fans was behind us and in front of us.
They must have been laughing
at us. Yeah. Oh yeah, they were slapping five all over us.
You could hear that popping by.
They were asking us for high five, and we wouldn't high five them. They'll high five themselves like they were high fiving us.
That's a crying shame.
I couldn't do that but laugh. It was funny.
So you have to. I was laughing at part of that game myself because I says, you know what? It don't get no worse than this. We look like complete ass. I mean, we don't even know why we're out there. They could have called in the phone call and called that game in and don't even bother, Trez, Trez, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. You know that, and I'm gonna contact you right as soon as I get through here. But let me.
Okay, that'll work.
Yeah,
Tito, I see you, Tito.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's up?
All right, Trez, have a good night.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, all right, Trez. All right. Let's get Jamel in here. Jamel, so we can say goodnight here pretty quick. Jamel. See, y'all have made Jamel mad. I told y'all to stop talking about Cap. He didn't.
Hello.
There he is. Jamel. What do you think of Jamel?
Yeah.
Jamel, we lost your audio. Keep your microphone near
you hear me?
Yeah, keep that mic close to the mouth because I think we lost you there for a second. Okay, go ahead.
I said that. I heard everything everybody was saying. I mean, everybody made some good points, but the only thing I disagree with is everybody trying to make all these dang changes, man. It's like, okay, if it was cool, it would be all right to make all those changes if other teams in the NFL was doing rebuilding as well. But you got so many teams in the NFL that already set and built. So if we make all these changes, you looking at a long time to go through what we going through right now. Dang, we losing. We won and we 0-1. We 0-2. Now we this. Now we 1-5. Now you're gonna have to go through all that all over again. And if you make small changes, then we can still be competitive and still go far into be scary against other teams. Other teams can be scared of it.
Jamel, you know what the argument against that is? Okay, when Jim Harbaugh came in, he had a ready-to-kick-ass team, right? Kelly comes in, he does not have a ready-to-kick-anything team. So this is why you've got to do these. It's unfortunate, and I agree with what you're saying, because change means learning too much. Well, what's going to end up happening is Kelly's going to have his fingerprints on the next team, and this ain't it. This is why Kelly's he's not opening up the playbook. He's not trying. He wants to draft picks. He's not even trying. So that's why you're going to see, as I say, 80% of this roster is going to get flipped. And there's going to be
definitely.
There's going to be a whole new bunch of players. I don't even know which coaches are going to stay next year, but there's going to be mass change next year. And unfortunately, I don't know how quickly they can pick up and go, but you're right. It's going to be scary. So that's just the way it is.
And then, right. And then I just look at it in the, just to add on to what you're saying is just that, if we start off at the top, because I just feel like if Trent Baalke don't go nowhere, we still in the same predicament, and then you're gonna have more players hesitant to come to play with us. Just like how everybody was hesitant to go to the Lakers in the NBA. Yeah, all the players was dodging to go to the Lakers.
Yeah.
I don't want our franchise to be like that, where people is dodging to come to our team. Like, I don't want that.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? So that's what I look at is like, I just feel like if you start at the top and make small, smart moves, then you can kind of open up a doorway of, getting some talented players that's hungry, that want to really play for it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say. I don't know exactly. I'm just guessing. I could be wrong. You could be right. Maybe they just make small changes. I don't know. But it looks to me like Kelly does not have what he wants to work with out there because Kelly's not playing with those guys. He looks like they're just coming to work, and everybody likes each other, and we're okay. We're going to go through the season, but a lot of you guys need to know you're auditioning for a job to stay here for next year, and, let's go from there. I just get the feeling when I look at them play. We got too many guys that aren't serious. So, and if they are serious.
And you took the words right out of my mouth, Ronbo. That's the part that I always, for a minute, I was kind of bypassing that when I was watching, but I really just think that there's a lot of players that just like, that they just don't, think they have the drive.
Getting paid and go home.
They don't have that it factor where they really want to play. It's just like, okay, another day, another Sunday, let's just get it out the way. You know what I mean?
No, really. Look at other teams. You look at the Seahawks and Cowboys and even the Raiders. These guys are busting ass. You can see when they make a play out in the field, they get all excited. Everybody's can't calm down. They got to come off the field. When is the last time you seen our guys do that? They got flagged for it in Chicago because that's one of the few times that I've seen them really being enthusiastic about what they do. So we need a culture change, and we got to have it now. So and when you look at it, in one of the worst defenses of all time, actually Jim O'Neill should be fired. Oh
no, when you announced that today, when we was on the media and you announced that today, I said when I heard you say that, I said, oh yeah, O'Neill out the door off season.
Yeah, see, unfortunately, that's a change. This is why, if it wasn't for that personal grudge that Belichick and Chip Kelly are good buddies, Mangini should have been the coach this year. By now they would have got his schemes.
I agree.
And it would have worked anything but what they did. We got the worst defensive coordinator in the goddamn league. So, we got what we should have gotten. So, and he was plan B anyway.
Yeah.
All right, Jamel. Go ahead.
I just want to say this one thing. He didn't make it no better because when they showed the camera in the box, he rubbing his forehead.
No, because he's confused. I hate when they show his face. He doesn't know. He doesn't know what he's fucking doing. He's never known. He's up there looking like a goddamn idiot because he doesn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Oh. So
I know is
Jamel, wait. Let me say goodbye to Jamel. Jamel, anything else?
All right.
Oh no, that was it. I just wanted to just say that. I just wanted to say that because I just don't want to make too much changes because the NFL it's changed, and I just don't really want to be. I don't want to take no back. I don't want to take a back steps like that.
I know. All right.
All right. That's the only thing I had to say. I just don't want to take too many back steps, man.
I heard it. All right, let me see you on red and gold, man. All right. Maybe we get some great news like Trent got fired tomorrow. All right, bro.
Shoot, hopefully.
Have a good night,
I
man.
would be happy.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Ronbo. All right,
all right, good night. All right, Tony, let's get Tony in here because he's been waiting for a long time. Tony, you still there? Yeah. Tony, go ahead. The floor is all yours, man. Go right ahead.
I'm glad we saw some of the young guys today.
Theus. Who else? We've seen Marcus Martin's been there for too long. He can't be considered a young guy anymore. He's just a guy that's been there for 3 years. Who else?
Yeah, even that Vinny Sensori dude that had to move the linebacker
because we ran out of linebackers. Because I can't wait to find out what Gerald Hodges Jr. did. I cannot believe they made him stay home because of some team rule that he abused. That is crazy. And I knew a linebacker would get hurt today. I knew it.
They should have had Trent stay home.
I know. I didn't appreciate seeing him out there either. But go ahead, Tony. What are your thoughts?
Hey, speaking of Trent, I think Trent Brown pitched a shutout on Vic Beasley.
No, Beasley got in a couple of times, but not much. Beasley got past Badels a few times.
No, I was just when it was one-on-one with Trent Brown because Trent Fat Man Brown, I think he handled them pretty good most of the time because they moved him over to the left.
Oh, maybe that's why too, because to handle Beasley. You're right. I did see him in an awkward, weird place, but I didn't know why he was over there. Did they move him over there for any length of time? Because I kept watching Marcus Martin in the offensive line. I mean, see what they was doing offensively. That's interesting.
I was happy for Trent, man, because hopefully I'm not sure he's going to be one of those core guys, but I think he could be a really good player for us moving forward. I think he can contribute. I like that he's a 7th rounder and he's playing as good as he does. So that's a plus.
In 2 years, Trent Brown's gonna be one of the best in the league. I tell you, he's just learning everything. His footwork and that athleticism at that size, that dude is gonna be. I love when he pancakes dude because I know the dude is laying on the ground is trying to breathe until Trent gets up.
Man, one time I saw him pick up Michael Bennett and just slam him into the ground. And Michael Bennett was looking back like, "Where's my flag?" And it was like, "Nah, he just manhandled him."
Yeah. Wait till he gets older and meaner. That's what I'm looking forward to. Because right now he's a kid. Wait till another couple of years when he develops a real attitude. I look forward to it. I've been loving Trent Brown ever since last year. So yeah.
That was a steal from the draft.
Oh yeah.
He might be.
Yeah, no, he is. He is already because they just got to get him to do a little bit better job on the road paving. He's protecting the quarterback. He's very good at, and he's just got to get that run out there a little better. But other than that, he's ready.
I think it's harder when you're taller. I think you can get under guys easier and stay low when low man wins because he is 6'8". So he is tall, so it's a little hard to get lower. But there have been times where I've seen him block fine. I think if he just gets his consistency right.
Yeah.
When you play line in football, your quads get tired, man.
Oh, yeah.
Quads be burning. Your quads be burning after a while.
Yep.
And that shit is really tiring. So you get worn down. So maybe maybe if he works on his endurance in the off season, that'll help.
That'll always be a problem with him. But he's got those long arms, so it's hard to get to him.
Speaking of the state of the franchise,
I'm gonna go.
Yeah, Tony, we got to wrap it up
go
here.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Who is that? Is that Tito? Oh yeah, go ahead, Tito. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say something. All right, the young lady before, she said she wanted to trade for that quarterback from New England,
Garoppolo,
whatever his name.
Yeah.
This guy Belichick is gonna ask for one serious high draft pick, but you also gotta worry about it's a system over there because when it comes to system, especially New England,
Belichick's is
you
the
take
best.
one of those players to another team, they suck because it be a couple of times that happened.
Except on defense.
I wish we could
offensive
have
players, yeah.
Smelter, whatever his name is. I wish we could see if he could play or not because we haven't seen that kid since we cut him, we signed him, and all that. As wide receivers, I'm hoping we sign one of these key free agents out there because when it comes to drafting wide receivers, we suck, man.
Yeah.
We're terrible.
Every time.
And maybe we can get some. All I know is it's like the other guy said. When it comes to free agency, I think we're gonna know who we're gonna draft with our second pick if we sign key free agents, especially in the offense and the defense. If we do that, we'll be all right. But I say Jim O'Neill needs to go, man, because that defensive corner. He's no good, man. He's sorry. Because right now, we got everybody playing two-hand touch. I mean, I've been on the field watching. I've seen people walking, and I see a couple of head coaches come out straight to their face. What are you doing walking? Get your butt over there, start hustle. I seen one of the head coaches tell you, sit your butt down, because when you learn how to run off the field just like you run on, then you can play, because that's nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys,
it's
I'll
an attitude
see you guys
adjustment
next
needed.
week. And brother, I'll catch you out later, Tez.
All right, Tito.
Right, peace, Ronbo.
All right, Tito. Have a good night,
brother.
bro. See you next time.
You too.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, Tony. Go ahead, wrap it up, man.
Hey, I got a few more things to say when he's done.
Okay, Bill. Okay, Bill. Can I get you to hold on just a second then? Go ahead, Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Trent, he's out of date with drafting philosophy. You can't play this is 1980s with Lawrence Taylor. It's not that type of era anymore. We need a more modern guy. Obviously, Jed isn't going anywhere, so we might be in on the Packers scouting department, is what I've heard. But I don't know. We might see a very different roster next offseason, like you were saying, man. We might see a complete roster flip, and we actually might see some heartbreakers. We might, y'all were talking about Bo getting traded.
Yeah.
Bo isn't invincible. Bo is But I think we need stability. I'm not sure if we're going to look at Gus Bradley as a D coordinator. I wouldn't mind, but maybe. But yeah, man, keep the faith. I'm gonna keep watching, even though we suck.
It's in our blood, man. You know what? We're gonna watch every last game, the 15th loss, and the last 30 seconds. Instead of get up and go do something else, we'll sit there and watch. You can't stop being a 49er. You sit there and you get mad, but you ain't leaving. That's the way it is with us. And sometimes I'm not sure if that's a good thing.
I don't get mad anymore.
Quit getting mad. What's the point of getting mad? Because it is what it is, and there's nothing that can be done about it. That is the team we have this year, and we sit there and we hope that somehow they'll do it. But it's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Find silver linings now.
There you go.
Find who plays good. Find silver linings.
Draft picks. All right, Tony. Let's say goodnight and come on. I'll see you on red and gold, buddy.
Peace.
All right, Bill. Chomping at the bit. Bill, go ahead, man.
All right, I've been doing some looking into some things, and I've been hearing a lot of things going on with the Rams. And there's talk of Jim Harbaugh being signed with St. Louis. Los Angeles Rams now. And like I said, something about Shanahan. There's a lot of stuff going on with Shanahan. We also got to take into fact that Kaepernick came out of an injury, still learning Chip Kelly's offense, and that's not an easy offense to learn. And but he may be gone. That may be true because he did sell his house and a lot of his property in California. So that was probably an indication he might be leaving. But there are some key people that, like I said, are coming into the draft. We got one. Well, you mentioned some people that could be traded if they're smart to trade for the number one pick. Bowman, he's still good. There's nothing wrong with him. If we get rid of him, then we can put him in a team that actually give us a number one pick that could use him properly. Maybe he's not fit for Chip Kelly's defense.
Although the thing is, how is Bowman going to come back from 2 major injuries? You have to think about that.
He's got to rest, and on top of that, he can't be running like that with Chip Kelly's defense. He's got to go into something like Bill Belichick's defense, or let's say Denver. That'd be a good fit for him.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Denver, put him in Denver. They're not gonna make the playoffs. Denver's done this year.
Yeah, they are.
Did they lose today?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Mm-hmm. Oakland is going all the way. God almighty.
No, Oakland's not going all the way, man. No, they're not going to go all the way. Don't panic about that. They're going to fall. They're going to fall. They're going to get eliminated by Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to eliminate Oakland. That's all I got to say about that one. I'm not even a Pittsburgh fan. I don't like them, but they're going to get knocked out by Pittsburgh.
I just got to have Oakland out.
Kansas City ain't. Go ahead. Yeah, New England might, or the Chiefs could. Or you're looking at possibly Pittsburgh. Don't take Pittsburgh out of the equation.
All right. You know what? We got some time to talk about playoffs. Let's do that a little later. But, Bill, anything else before I say goodnight?
But the next time I come on, when are you going to do a live show again on, video show? I haven't been able to keep up with that because of the holidays.
Oh, yeah.
All the shopping, and I've been Black Friday and spending, and I just don't know what you're gonna
big money, Bill. Tell you what, Bill. Let me. I'll contact you on Hangouts and catch you up on it because I haven't talked to you in weeks, buddy.
Yeah, you need to set a one-on-one up with me, and I'll have some more names.
All right. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it.
Out of colleges that Trent and them need to take in a look.
Yeah,
like I said, there are some awesome tight ends coming out. There's some great wide receivers, some good cornerbacks that we desperately need. Don't get rid of Kaepernick. Keep him for a couple more years. Because you know what? There's a guy that's a freshman in Alabama, and I'm going to tell you, he's going to be a big name when he goes into the draft.
No, I don't doubt it.
Jonathan Allen?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Strong?
Jalen Hurts.
All right, guys. Okay, but Bill, I don't want. We're running over time. Let's not get into that. That's a whole other 2 hour conversation.
So just hit me up sometime, and I will get on there, and I will have more names for you, and enjoy the the show, and you'll see that Alabama goes all the way. Pay attention to those players. Watch that game. Pay attention.
Yeah.
Trust me. Watch.
It's
That's
loose.
all I got to say. You have a nice day.
Have a good night. Yeah, it's hard to not.
Hey,
Ronbo.
It's not hard not to watch Bill Saban, Steve. Hey, who is that? 408 area code.
Oh, this is Brandon.
Brandon, hi, Brandon. Hey, go ahead.
Hey, yeah, everybody's pretty sad about this, and I am too. But I'm actually kind of excited too because
How come?
I know a big change is coming.
Yeah, huge.
You know, Trent Baalke, he's gone.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
National ambition for me, I think Chip Kelly's going to stay, but that all depends on the new general manager coming in. And if the new general manager, we're going to clean house. So basically, we're going to go big in the draft. We're going to go big in free agency. And the number one thing is Colin Kaepernick is going to be gone. That's exciting.
I think you're not a Colin Kaepernick fan.
I mean, I was, but he hasn't shown anything for the past 3 years. I mean, you kind of lose faith. And,
That's unfortunately, that is the gospel truth. Nothing. I mean, Cap hasn't won a game in over a year now, and
you saw what Houston did today with Brock Osweiler.
They made him sit the hell down. Osweiler's getting paid mad money. If I'm the owner, I'm really worried about that. So
yeah, I think Christian Ponder should get in, see how he does.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what he'd look like,
right
too.
Now, this is all for next year.
No, you know what? Ponder might be starting next week. I wouldn't doubt if he did. Because the 49ers,
I think we can actually beat the Rams.
Yeah, but I got a feeling Trent is going to raise his hand one more time, take a shot at Cap. And I wouldn't be surprised to hear Ponder starting next week. I really wouldn't.
Yeah, that would be exciting.
I am curious to see what he looks like.
End of an era, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because at this point, the 49ers, it's gotten ugly as it's going to get. I mean, they're not selling any seats anymore. They're the joke of every daily site you go to. The 49ers are being laughed at on television. Analysts are making jokes. Well, the 49ers are playing. I mean, they made a joke about the 49ers. The 49ers are playing the Falcons. What do you think the chances are? And they all started laughing. It's, oh, no. We can't get no respect. So, yeah, we're done. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, and all we have to blame is Jed York. That Jim Harbaugh had it good, but that was in the past.
Yeah.
Big things are going to come.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bill.
All right, buddy. Have a good night, huh?
That's it.
All right.
You too.
So we got Nighthawk. Is Nighthawk the last spot? Nighthawk! Waiting there for a long time, haven't you? Well, Nighthawk, what do you want to say?
All I want to say
Rich is there too?
when Trent is going.
Wait, what?
I want to know when Trent is going to be gone.
Yeah, I know. Well, soon. The season ain't got but 2 weeks.
That's what we all want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I want him gone now.
I know, but you know what? It ain't gonna make no difference if he leaves now. He should have left a few weeks ago, but if he leaves now in the season, it doesn't matter. The season's been destroyed.
Yeah, I mean that game was messed up too. I was disappointed too.
From beginning to end.
Yeah, because I watched the game on the NFL Red Zone, and I watched it. I said that game was crazy.
It was worse than that. We had all kind of attitudes out there today, and there was just really, it was a bad feeling. After Carlos coughed at the ball, it was just like, it was just like the Panthers game. When Carlos made that fumble in the first inning, in the first quarter, should I say, the team seemed to just, all the air came out of whatever they had in mind, So, yeah. And I'm not blaming Carlos entirely because, but I'm just saying, it seems our team doesn't have any ability to fight back. Once they get down...
They're too scared. I mean, they can't tackle. They don't know how to tackle.
Yeah, and that's something they need to address real seriously. That's just that is
They look
bullshit.
like they don't want to be there anymore.
Yeah.
And like people said, they tackle too high. They don't know how to tackle. They're too scared to go after somebody. And when they make too many open plays.
And I don't know where they get that high tackling. I even seen Lynch grab a man around the. He could have got called for horse collaring. I don't know. What are they doing?
Oh yeah, I seen that too.
What are they doing?
You're right, Ronbo.
I don't know what they're doing.
It's a very.
I mean, I don't know. They need help. We need help next year.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. You got to finish out the season. You guys are getting paid incredible money just to go out there and play a game and have fun.
Shoot, look, if they pay me that money, shoot, I'd be playing hard. Shit.
Yeah.
It's just
shit. If I was playing that much money, they pay me that much money, I'll play hard.
Yeah, I know, God. I know you. I mean, I know, Nighthawk. I know you would. Now, what else you want to add?
Well, that's all I have to say.
Because time to get over this one. At least we can look forward to at least being competitive next week. The Rams can't beat nobody. They may beat us, but they'll only beat us by a field goal if they do. At least we can look forward to that.
Yeah.
All right, Nighthawk. Have a good day, man.
You too, man. Bye.
All right, bro. Rich. Go ahead, Rich.
What's going on, Ronbo?
Oh, Rich, suffering, agony, and pain, man. I mean, there ain't no medication that can help this. Man, we got to, we went from 3 games of hope to this.
Exactly. I'm right here looking at the game day highlights. Hopefully they'll give me some good Christmas news saying that we just, they escorted York and Trent out. But
no.
I can only wish.
Yeah. Not happening. Not happening until the end of the season. Yeah. So what else you thinking?
Oh, well, it's depressing. It's real depressing. Yeah. A long time Niner fan, I've never seen anything like this.
There's never been anything like this. This is the worst defense of all time.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. No effort. Doesn't look like anybody wants to be there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was hopefully Joe Staley would slap the crap out of Trent Baalke when he was walking on the sideline.
Well, that would have brought the house down. Oh, that would have made about Joe would have been a
kind of excitement we could have got excited with.
He would have been an absolute hero. And everybody slap him again, Joe, slap him again. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. But it's just there's just no effort, no excitement.
Yeah. And getting beat with no effort.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, just and losing. It's just like Trez pointed out a few minutes ago. There's not a defense in the league now that even respects us. The safeties are playing around the line. The safeties are playing a few yards off from the line of scrimmage. What is that? Yeah. That's outrageous. And then we sit there and we honor it. We don't even. If I'm Chip, I'm sending everybody deep. If they're going to sit there, then goddamn it, we're going to move them off that goddamn line. No, he continues to play that run in front of the hash mark game. It was unbelievable. So, yeah.
Yeah, but, I think I had agree with you on maybe they just, I don't know, maybe Chip just doesn't want to release the playbook like you're stating. I don't know.
No, and I truly believe that, too.
I mean, when you're in the NFL, winning is everything.
I know.
And it's like you gotta pull the trigger at some time or make some changes or do something. I mean, it's the same BS every week. It's the same thing.
Don't you wonder what they're doing in practice? I just wonder what they're doing in practice.
I don't even think they go to practice. I don't think they go to practice. I think what happens is they use that first 3 hours and they have the little scrimmage game and then they get on the field and play.
It's terrible. We're not seeing any progress.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I don't know. It's got to stop though. Well, Rich.
They're talking about. All right.
No, go ahead. You can finish. I thought you were through. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, kind of what your thoughts were on what direction we should actually take. Because I heard Mike Holmgren was kind of leaning on coming back, or he was making his noise on coming.
2 years.
Coming to maybe
Rich.
take the PM spot.
2 years he's been trying to get in. They keep telling Holmgren no. 2 years in a row. Holmgren was the first guy to come and say, "Listen, I'm offering my services. I think I can fix this. All I need to do is your go." And then he probably said, "Well, you're gonna have to. Can Trent work with you?" Well, now I don't work like that. And then they go, "Well, we can't. That's the end of the conversation." And that's what happens. I know that's what's happening.
But I know he could do a way better job than what we have now.
Oh hell yes.
And it's like I'm not understanding all this stuff on Jed York and all that other. I mean, the stadium's not even paid for. They have outstanding loans and bonds that they have to reassure. I mean, if you're not filling seats, I mean, the bank's going to start looking and saying, "Hey, we need our money." I'm not getting it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, wow. I mean, their job is to fill seats.
I know.
And if they didn't get along with Harbaugh, but he was filling seats, you just got to step back and let Harbaugh do his thing. But
too late for that, though.
We can't dwell on the past.
Yeah.
We just got to look for the future.
Yeah.
And if if Homer can come in and make some changes right away, just small increments here and there to try to get us into the contention of at least giving some kind of threat out there, give him a shot.
I agree.
Give him a shot.
I agree. All right, Rich. We're nearing 3 hours. I gotta get out of here. So Rich, come on back, man, and we'll see you next time, will you?
Oh yeah.
All right, buddy. Red and Gold Radio Monday and Tuesday.
All night.
All right, looking for you. All right.
We'll do.
All right, Rich.
All right, Ronbo, you have a good one.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so we got Amani. Yeah, Amani.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great.
Okay, deck the halls with 49ers. La 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 la.
Yeah.
1 and 15 for Mitch Trubisky. La 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 la. It's a beautiful thing, guys. It's beautiful. We had a close call that we almost got lucky. I thought the Jaguars were going to beat the Texans. We got close.
I know, damn it.
And that would have put them at 3 wins and gave us a little cushion.
Wait.
But
They're still at 2, aren't they?
Yeah, they're at 2.
Oh!
But now, you know that if the Cleveland Browns were to win one game and end up tied with the 49ers would get that first pick.
Yep, I know. Strength of schedule.
Because of the strength of schedule, exactly. So, Nobleman, I found the key solution. And as I communicated to Ronbo, that second pick or the first pick, whichever one we're going to get, I know what Chip's going to do. He's going to get Mitch Trubisky.
I feel that.
Franchise quarterback.
I'm feeling that. He's going to want his guy. Yep.
That's his guy. That's the impact. The first thing you got to do is get the quarterback situation squared away for the next 10 to 15 years.
And you can fix everything around that. Exactly. I got a feeling.
Because you can have a hell of a defense, but if you look at Denver Broncos, they have the defense, but because of their quarterback situation, they're done.
Yep.
You got to have a quarterback.
Got to.
And Mitch Trubisky's running Kelly's system at North Carolina. They run Kelly's exact system from Oregon. So he's very familiar with it. He's accurate. He's off the charts. He has poise. He just has it. He just has it. I mean, he just jumps off the. If you watch his YouTube, Mitch Trubisky, watch the kid under stress. He comes back. I mean, for a 5-game period, he was passing like he had 86% completion percentage.
Mm-hmm.
This kid is off the chain.
Yep.
So what Chip is missing is that passer who can go in and just pick up defense apart. And when he had his best success, it wasn't the dual threat running quarterback. It was with Nick Foles. Remember against the Raiders, he had that 7 TD pass game.
Yep.
He tied the record.
Yep.
And Mitch Trubisky is days ahead of Nick Foles.
Yep.
And he's a little mobile.
Yep.
And he can run.
Yeah, I see. I was watching. That's why I said. That's why I said there's Chip's quarterback. He has Chip Kelly written all over him.
It's not Garrett. It's not Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett's not the pick. It's Trubisky. But I'm afraid that the Browns, because during the draft season, they're going to hype up Mitch Trubisky, and he's going to be a hot item. And if the 49ers do not get that first pick, the Browns may take him.
That's what I'm thinking.
At that point, if Garrett will actually fall to them because the Browns, once the draft season starts and Mitch Trubisky is going to get all the hype, they're going to take him. Whoever has the number 1 pick is going to take him.
Or the Browns are going to trade. Somebody's going to offer the Browns the house, and they're going to clean up on the draft picks again and give up that first-round pick. This is what I see coming first, and whoever gets that first-round pick, they're going after Trubisky. See,
exactly.
This is the only thing.
Because remember, the quarterback makes on a point scale, they can get you. They're graded over 10, 15 points.
Yeah.
The defensive player's lucky if he can get you 1 point.
Sure.
They don't change the outcome of a game. The quarterback does.
And who needs a quarterback worse than I mean, who's the 2 or 3 teams that would trade up to get a quarterback right now that you can think of? The Browns, first of all, their situation is very shaky, and I could see them going against all popular opinion and taking Trubisky. And the Rams already have theirs, so they're out of it. Who else is in quarterback trouble?
Well, the Jets are. If you read the headlines, the Jets are drooling for Trubisky, drooling for him.
And they'll trade up.
Right now, exactly. Right now, they're in the 6th position. They would draft at number 6.
See.
And the Browns already have the 1st pick, and they have the 9th pick.
10. I thought it was 10.
2 picks in the top 10.
Yeah, no. Okay, it is 9. Okay, I knew they were in the top 10. So yeah.
Right. Now, Dr. John York was in Atlanta after the game, and he told all the reporters that the rumor about Jed York being relieved of his duties were false. And this coming right from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, no, I know.
So Jed York is not going anywhere.
Nope.
Nothing's changing. And you have to remember this, people. The 49ers and profit value over the summer gained $400 million in value. So everything is well with the Yorks.
They're listed in the Forbes magazine has them listed. They made just as much more money this year losing than any other team in the league.
Right. But remember, that's beauty at the 1st and 5th. 1 and 15 is the beauty because we're gonna have the 1st or 2nd pick. Yep. Luckily, if Cleveland will take Garrett, then Trubisky's right there for Chip.
Yep.
And then once he gets him, then because you can get an edge rusher in the 2nd, 3rd round. They're all over the place.
Yeah, I know. But Tim Williams is the man, though.
10 sacks. Yeah, they're all over the place.
Yeah.
But you got to fix the quarterback position.
Yeah, that's it. You're not going anywhere without that. Yeah.
Right.
So.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to tell everyone there.
Yeah.
So,
no, we agree. I have this feeling about Trubisky. I just have a feeling. I watch his footage. Jesus Christ. That guy's got Chip Kelly written all over him. Oh
my God! But you see how I mean, the kid has game.
He does.
He's poised as it can be. He doesn't crack under the pressure.
Yeah.
You got to respect his ability to hit anywhere on the field.
Yep.
With pinpoint accuracy.
Yep.
I mean, and he's running the Chip high up tempo offense. So that's what Chips need. He needs that accurate passer, and that's the guy.
And he can run. He just looks like a lighter complexion Dak Prescott is what I could see there. I said, oh Jesus, look at this guy's a big, strong kid. He hits them receivers in stride. That's got to be the guy Chip wants. So
Oh yeah. I mean, he has a short game, the intermediate game, and he can hit you deep.
Yeah. And
touch. He has a strong arm to make the passes. He's 6'3", 220.
Yeah. He's like a prototype that you'd write up on an engineer's blackboard.
So he's going to be the valued after pick. He's not Garrett. Him. He will.
Yeah, for the 49ers. All right, Amani, let me end this as it's been a long day of badness. 49ers just ruin another weekend.
Now I'm worried about next week game against the Rams. So hopefully they can continue to
lose.
Not give it all and have the Rams beat them. So
yeah,
that's what we need.
Yeah. Hey, as a matter of fact, if we tie with Jacksonville, do we still get strength of schedule pick over them?
Well, no, yeah. Well, if we win and we're 2-15 with Jacksonville, we'll still have the 2nd pick because of strength of schedule.
Good, because we're not going to beat the Seahawks. So the Rams.
But remember, the Seahawks already wrapped up the division. They may rest Russell Wilson in the last game. He doesn't need to play. They're not playing for anything.
That's okay. We still can't whoop them because the Seahawks the Seahawks defense they don't take days off.
Right. They could be playing for the 2nd seed, right? So depending on Minnesota and the Green Bay, So Seattle will be playing for that 2nd seed. So if they need Russell in that last game, he'll play just to get the 2nd seed, so they can have that bye week.
Okay. All right, well, Monty, I'm out of here, man, and I appreciate you coming by, man.
Okay, no problem. Take care.
All right, Monty.
All right, bye-bye.
And with that said, time to say aloha. You notice I said aloha to all my buddies out in Hawaii. Hey, guys. And there's nothing much to say about this game. I'll check you tomorrow night on Red and Gold Radio. Just stay strong, faithful. It'll get better, and you know this. Niners!